Okay, here's a box of games that I just got from a relative of mine, my nephew, to be exact. A little bit of what's in here was from a trade, and the rest is because he's also doing and collecting and trying to put together the games that he liked when he was a kid, but he finds other stuff that he doesn't want, or stuff that isn't really worth too much, or it's too much work to put on eBay or Amazon. He doesn't really want to get into that so much. He wants to just concentrate on his games. So what he did is a little bit of this trades, and then kind of the rest of it is probably towards future trades, unless I just can figure out how much to send him. He spent about $37, so this is kind of heavy. And also he wrote "Handle with care, please" on the box, which I guess they did okay. So I've already covered him in the shipping, but all right, let's just see what's in here. This is, I don't even know what he sent me. It's kind of a surprise. Okay, he sent me a Mortal Kombat 2, Super Nintendo. A little beat up, but that's okay. I don't know, at that price, I don't think it's really worth putting online, especially because it's a little beat up. Rock and Roll Racing. I'm not even familiar with this game. I have no clue what it's worth. Let's see. Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart. I haven't had this in a while. I guess it's probably worth 15 to 20. Mario Paint. This game has really no value unless you have the mouse and the board with it, and I don't. I actually have several copies of that, so I'm not really going to do anything with that. These always come in handy. If the stick and all the buttons are good on this is probably worth, I don't know. If I were to sell it, I'd probably get maybe $10 at most. It's probably worth 15 to 20, but I usually need these, and I guess having it in green is kind of cool, and it is an official Nintendo one. All right, let's see. These come in handy. Not really much in terms of value. I never sell them. I usually wind up buying them. Maybe if I need it, I'll spend up to like $5 for those. Here's a bag with some stuff in it. So let's see what's in here. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm like pointing the camera at this stuff sometimes. Alright, here we go. Donkey Kong Country. If the battery's good on that, I forget. It's probably like a $25 game now. Maybe more. Again, I haven't had it in a while. I don't get Super Nintendo games much lately. It's very competitive where I am for these kind of games. I'm mostly buying a lot of new school, and then on occasion, I get my paws on some older stuff. Here's a Super Mario 3 Brothers. This is probably $8 to $10 game at the flea market. Shark Tale. This really doesn't have any value. It's kind of difficult to sell. This I'll put in a box that I sell stuff for $4, 2 for $7, 3 for $10. And eventually sell the Super Mario Advance, probably $8 to $12. Shrek Super Slam, no real value. It goes in my common box. Tetris Plus, I don't know, probably no real value. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I have this. I generally sell it for $8. Looney Tunes, probably no real value. Yoshi's Island, probably an $8 to $10 game. Ultimate Spider-Man, I don't know if it's increased in value. Probably is more of a common game. Barbie Ocean Discovery, I'll never sell this. Miss Pac-Man. Pac-Man sell well whenever I get a Game Boy Advance system. Here's a beat up Wario Island. This is probably worth like 5 to 8. Game & Watch Galleries, they're only worth about 4 to maybe 5. Kim Possible 2, I don't think I'll ever sell that one. Super Mario Advance, like maybe I'll make a lot of girls' games, and I'll throw it on eBay, and I'll take whatever I can for it. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. You know, some of these Star Wars games on Xbox are worth 10 to 20. I'm not sure. I don't really sell Xbox games too well at the flea market, so if this is really a $15 to $20 game and it's in good condition, I will probably just put it on Amazon and let it sit. Phantom Dust. I'm not really sure the value of that one. Grand Theft Auto games are usually worth about 5 to 8. And here's another Star Wars Knights. I'm assuming it's worth 8 to 12. Conker's Live and Reloaded. Now, this isn't Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's in there. So, I don't really know what this one's worth. I guess the Conker's Bad Fur Day was like 30 something. This might be a better game. I don't really know why He could have actually maybe sold this. Well, it looks pretty clean. I guess he could have sold this one by himself if he wanted, but I guess maybe he's just not into selling games like that right now. I mean, he has a real job, and not like me. Dungeons and Dragons Heroes. Not sure on that value of that one. Here's some kind of book. Kind of cool. Oh, I see what it is. It's wow, they're making their guides much smaller. Prima's official strategy guide for it's nice. Maybe if this has any real value and this doesn't, if I put this on Amazon, I might lot them and just make it like, hey, check this out. If you buy this, you get that. Super Mario 3. This is probably a $20 game right now. I'll show it. It's actually pretty good condition. All right, lots of interesting stuff in here. It looks like he threw some gems my way. He was being really nice. NBA Jam. Now this is probably one of the more valuable of the sports games. I don't really know for sure. I'm not quoting prices. I haven't looked it up in a while, but it's probably 10 to 15. I don't know what I just dropped it. Ken Griffey Jr. is probably one of the least valued. So this is like the opposite ends of a scale. I don't know. This is probably a $4 game. You know, it would go in my comment box. There's still more stuff in there. Even some GameCube games. I don't get a lot of GameCube games. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, that's cool. He sent me, all right. Oh, that's what okay, so the controller, okay. This 64, I'm not sure what he would get for it. I think I'll probably get like, it looks to be complete. I have the AV wire if it's not complete. I think I'll probably get about 30. Oh, good, look at this. Okay, I'm probably going to give this to my friend, though. I'll probably get like 30 to 35 for that if I throw in a game. Okay, so, he has the mouse. That's a bonus for the Mario Paint. And this is obviously the AV for that. So that's complete. I don't even have to go through any problems or look for anything. Alright, now we did do a trade. I traded him a Felix the Cat. For the Nintendo, and that's probably like a very easily a $60 to $70 game right now. So he said he played it and he beat it already. Apparently it's probably not a difficult game, but he said he enjoyed it, he had a lot of fun. So, and he wanted it for his collection. So anyway, this is what we did trade for that. I believe it was these two games, and I think there's probably about 60 to 75 or so. You know, I forget. Again, I forget. This I think I just sold. This is probably like $25, and this might be like 30 to 35. So there's probably like 60 or so dollars worth of games, which is fine. Yeah. I mean, of what I'll actually net at a flea market. I'll get more on Amazon, but on Amazon you get to pay fees, and then you wait, and then you go through. You have to do the work to ship it. Here's a Diddy Kong Racing. I remember when this was like an $8 game. I haven't had it in a while, and when it was an $8 game, it wasn't even that long ago. Again, I haven't had it in a while. This is actually pretty nice and clean, so I don't know. I'm assuming it's a $15 to $20 game now. I could be wrong. Maybe it's worth more. Maybe it's worth less, you know. What's this? That's kind of cool. You got these really neat bubble wrap things. Perfect Dark. I'm pretty sure this is this has one of them Property of Blockbuster labels on it. I'm pretty sure this is $8 to $12 game. I'm not really adding up the value of everything in here because, to be honest, I don't really. Star Wars Shadow of the Empire is probably in 10-ish. You know, it's kind of hard for me to remember. These games, I just can't sell PS1 games. I almost never want them for anything. But since these are long boxes, I'm going to give them to my friend. My friend is happy to put these on eBay, and whatever he gets, we just share. I actually don't mind doing it because if I take it to the flea market, I'll just crack it and I'll ruin it. And this is actually pretty clean. I'm surprised he gave that up, unless he's just not interested in PS1 games for his collection. Here's a Gex long box. I've had the Gex in the regular box. I don't know if the long box will have much value. It might be missing a label here. I don't really know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Probably isn't. You know, I see labels on 3 sides, but why should I have one on the bottom? Don't know. But otherwise, it looks complete. What looks like tears here is not tears. That's the graphics. All right, I'm getting down to it. See, there's not a lot left, but there is some GameCubes. For some reason, I saved the GameCubes for last. Crash Team Racing. This is probably a $8 $8 to $12 game. X-Files probably doesn't really have much value. Resident Evil 2, I don't know, it might be 15 to 20. I haven't had it in a while, or I haven't taken it out in a while. Again, I don't really sell PS1 games very well, so I'll take that out. And I think I had a Resident Evil game out, and it took me like 6 months to sell. Probably should have stuck it on Amazon, but I just never got around to it. Tenchu, Resident Evil 3, that could be good for a lot. And Dino Crisis, probably a fun game. Here's three-dimensional Crash Bandicoot Warped. This might be worth 15. I can't remember. I haven't had it in a while. Rayman 2, The Great Escape. And yeah, mostly when I go to yard sales, there's a bunch of people who already beat me there. So they scoop up all the games. They just go like, "What do you want for everything?" And I'll buy everything, but it's always gone, or it's almost always gone, which you may have seen in most of my videos. I haven't had a lot of games. I'm not really complaining. You know, I buy other stuff, but I'm stating a fact. Anyway, I'm winding down. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for GameCube. Not sure. This is probably a $10 to $15 game. Naruto Class of the Ninja. I don't believe this has any real value. Probably a fun game, but also difficult to sell. Donkey Konga 2. Now, this is supposed to have drums. Yeah, but they're optional. Okay. You know, there was a short period of time where this game had no real value. Maybe it jumped a little. Soul Calibur 2. Not sure. I haven't had it in a while. It used to be like an $8 game, and maybe it's more now. Super Monkey Ball was a common game. The last time I had it, worth maybe $4, $3 to $5 maybe it was worth. Maybe it's jumped in value, don't know. Mario Golf is a difficult game to sell and doesn't have a lot of value unless it has jumped in value. Again, I haven't had it in a while. Maybe it's worth 12 to 15 now. You know, Sonic Mega Collection. I usually find this all the time. I can sell this maybe $8. And then there's Animal Crossing. I think the Animal Crossing 2 is the more valuable one. That one may actually be worth 25 or 30. Don't really know. I don't think this says memory card included. No, but that's fine. This game is probably worth 15 to 20. Not really sure. Odds are I'm just going to stick it on Amazon because, again, I don't sell. Unless I'm looking to flip them for resale, I don't sell GameCube games very well. I actually sell better than anything. I sell new stuff or as new as possible stuff. If I have trouble selling old school stuff. Normally, people who want to resell on Amazon or eBay want to buy the old school stuff from me, or sometimes I'll trade. So usually what you do, if you know me and you like some of these games, give me the heads up, and we'll do a trade at the flea markets. Otherwise, a lot of this stuff, I'm not going to rush to get out. I'm just going to put it to the side, and this is stuff I'll test. Like the GameCube stuff, I'm not going to test this right away. I'm going to wait till I get a good assortment of GameCubes, or I find a GameCube, and then I'll run through those games and test them, because I have other stuff to test, and I have this thing where I do everything priority. Anyway, that's it. Thank you to my cousin in Arizona. I guess you don't care that I told everybody you're in Arizona. Hope you enjoyed what you got from me, and just keep watching my videos. Tell me what you want, and we'll figure out how we're going to take care of all of this as we go along. All right, that's it for now.